Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Linda Israel, and thank you so very much for coming to my live stream here on YouTube. I greatly appreciate your support and for taking the time to come here and hang out. There are a few things that I want to go over before the actual live started, so this is a recording. First of all, I want to make sure that you like this video and subscribe, so give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate that. When you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell up in the corner. That way you'll get a notification whenever I upload a video. I have a broadcast post or even a live stream. If you're watching this video as a replay and you're on a computer, look for the little gear at the bottom. You can change the speed to speed it up. Or if you're on a mobile device, look for the little three dots and usually you can change the playback speed there. My live streams generally last about 2 hours. They can go as long as 3 hours. It kind of depends on what we're working on that day and how the feedback is in the chat. While you're watching, you earn junk bucks. So if you are here in order to get those junk bucks accumulating, go ahead and type hello in the chat and my little bot, Junkie Joe, will see you and then you'll start accruing junk bucks. And you're wondering, well, what do I do with those junk bucks? Well, you can accumulate those, and once you have 2,000 of them, you can type !award and you can redeem them for a $10 off coupon to my shop. You can earn junk bucks while you're here and when you are chatting, as well as when you play the in-chat game. So look for those as they come up, and if you make a donation. For those of you that make a donation during my live stream, make sure that you go over to my website at lindaisrael.com, and if you haven't already done so, create a user account. When you make a donation during my live stream, basically you're buying a membership to my website and to the live stream. In my opinion, what we're doing is you're accumulating that money in my account. Thank you for that donation. And as a reward, you will get 5% off your orders at lindaisrael.com. And during the live stream, if I have a journal that I'm giving away at the very end, you are eligible to win that journal. Anybody that makes a donation gets into that drawing by manually putting in the raffle at the end, but then you also get the discount membership on my website. Thank you to Robin, who is my administrator during the live stream. She helps me out with answering questions as well as giving information. She is also my administrator over at the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, please do. We'd love to have you over there. You're welcome to share what you're working on. Speaking of sharing, during the live today, you can speak up in the chat and say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. You will not be able to share your link to your channel, but you can at least say, hey, my name is, and this is what I do. And then your friends that come into the chat can follow each other. Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. If you will be kind to those that are here. If you have a question, put it in all caps and I'll do my best to answer those. The chat sometimes goes pretty fast, so I don't always see it, so do ask again. And at the same time, if you're in the chat and you know the answer to somebody's question, please speak up and give them the answer. Check the description box for links to products that I share today. Yes, I am an Amazon affiliate, which means I do get a commission on items that you purchase through my link. If you're going to buy something anyway, I greatly appreciate it. It does not cost you any extra. It just gives me a little bit of a commission, which helps me buy products to show you here. If you win one of the raffles, you can start right now by typing !raffle. Do make sure that you go over to my website, and if you haven't already, created a user account. That way I will have your contact information so I can send you your prize. I am starting a raffle right now that is for 200 junk bucks, so you can get well on your way to accumulating your junk bucks. Let's have some fun today and let's get started. Thanks everybody for being here. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Oh, Julie's teasing us. She's getting coffee and crumpets with golden syrup. Sounds really good. Lots of butter it is. So glad to have y'all here today. Thank you to Naomi for helping out a little bit here. Hey, Margie and Julie and Teresa. So glad to see y'all in the chat. For those of you that are lurking, please feel free to say hello in the chat. Everybody is welcome to speak up and say hi. How is everybody? I hope you're well. Hope you had a great week. It's been a good week for me. I've been busy and getting things prepared for today and just doing things around the house and work and, all the things, right? So glad to have you here. Well, here's what I'm doing. I am working on a black and white journal. It started out because I had a sticker sheet. These are a couple of the images from the sticker sheet. And I used those to make some ephemera, to make some cards, pockets, tuck spots, that kind of thing. And once I got that done, people were hinting that, hey, I should go ahead and just make a black and white journal. So I'm doing that. Margie says, say hi, y'all. We won't eat you. Of course, Naomi and Julie are all on the food kick at the moment because they just got up. It's morning for them. It's afternoon for me here in Oklahoma, but they're down in Australia. And so they're just getting up and getting around. All right. So last week I left y'all with doing some of the pages inside, and I had an idea of using this sticker on the front cover. And while I was digging around, I happened to find this mat. I think it was in a old-fashioned photo album at one point. I've had a lot of things that were gifted to me, so I'm not really sure about the source. I did trim it just a little bit because there was some border around the outside, but it was all destroyed, so I cut it to be a little bit neater. I also cut this piece of black paper for behind, and my thought was, what if we were to put this butterfly in the middle? And it should fit perfectly. I can't decide, pardon me, what else we should do. Should I just go ahead and put that sticker down in the middle? It looks like I got a little smudge on here, but it's coming off. We could stamp around the frame a little bit. What do y'all think? Another thing I could do is when I glue this together, I could leave it where there's an opening behind, or I could leave it to where there's an opening behind the center piece, but I don't want to cover up the butterfly if we make that a pocket where it actually slides through the front here. I don't know. There's lots of things that, come to your mind. What do you have to do? What will work together? And if you're struggling, maybe what you need to do is lay it all out, take a picture of it and set it aside and work on something else, or just dive right in. Don't fret about it too much, right? They're talking about, they found stickers and they're like, woo, you need to make things. Yes. Yeah, you could make a frame like this with a die. Perfect for that type of situation. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I think I want to go ahead and glue this frame in the center. Do I also want to go ahead and place the sticker? I'm trying to see if I can peel it off the backer gently. Okay, so if I had this in the center, and then if I kind of place this in the center as well, so I'm going to twist it a little bit, I think that would work. What do you think? That I'm not pressing it down just yet, but I will in a moment. I do have a few other little stickers here. They're little flowers, so maybe what we could do is place those around the edge is what I'm thinking, which will help tie this all together. I did go ahead, committed. I committed. I smoothed it out. Ah, you use folders? I can see that. My drawers behind me have a top to the each section, so I do have to be careful that I only put stuff that fit within the drawer and doesn't stick up, because then the drawer won't shut. And it has helped me kind of organize things that I wanted to have in the drawers versus other storage areas in my craft room. You just got to know what works for you. I also use not folders, but I use zipper bags or plastic bags. I'll show you. For example, to kind of help tidy up my desk here, I went ahead and I put all the things that I've been working off of inside here. That way I can move it out of the way. I don't have lots of bits and pieces everywhere. Organizing is always a full-time job, right? But you also got to create. You have to create. All right, so here's my thinking. I've got some of these little flowers. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is a different size. Okay, so we've got quite a few. So let's see what happens if I were to kind of place some stickers. They're different sizes, so I'm going to kind of go all out here and make little groupings of stickers. Why not? It's my prerogative. And I've used some more stickers. So I've used 2 different sticker sheets so far in this journal. And I'm hoping that once I'm done here, I will have used all of the stickers. I see a butterfly here, so we'll have to find another place for that maybe. Put this one down here. Smaller one beside it. Got another one over here. Some smaller ones. This one up here. Okay, so we've got, oh, we need one more small one. I see one here. Maybe right there. Oop, it stuck to my finger. There, so we kind of grouped them all the way around. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome. All right, so my thought was to put it more at the top. Maybe I'll come up with a title or something that we can put down here at the bottom, or I could put it all the way at the bottom and put the title at the top. For example, we could do journal. I just saw I have it in white, but we could cut a piece of black. And if I matted this to be smaller, we could put it something like that. I could also put the other stickers back here. Let me cut a piece of black. I'm just grabbing another piece because this is cardstock and this would be thinner. So I'm going to cut this piece and see how it looks. All right. So I'm just kind of positioning it where I think I want it to come together. And I think right about there. Now let's see how this looks. So if I put this up here and this below, do we need to put something else? We've got this coming down the page. I have centered it visually in my mind from the whole cover, not worrying about the side here. Another thing I'm trying to decide is, do I want to add a tie to this to tie it shut? I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together, and let's see what else I may want to use on the front here. All right, so I'm just going to glue this down. You went to look through your dies? Oh, well, good. I'm glad you found your dies. You can put them to great use. All right, so let's put that up there and look at this for a second. to see how we want to put this together. Do I want to put it down low? Do I want to do it this way? I think I like at the top. I'm just trying to decide, because of the way this looks, if I want to put something behind that to go from edge to edge more. What happens? I've got a little ivory piece here. I don't know. I don't know if that is better, because then it makes this more uniform. By placing that on top, I could cut this to be the same width as this piece. And if we wanted, we could stamp on this piece. What do you think of that? Do you like that idea? Looks fancy and pretty. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to decide. You know, what is better here? Okay, I think the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and trim this piece to be the same width as the black portion. So I'm going to mark it with my pen. So I'm just going to mark right here so I know where to cut, and then I'll cut it off. Let's see if that starts with an idea here. Turn it into a cluster. I don't know. Let me look and see what I have. I may have something in black. All right, I'm just kind of lining this up to see how it looks. And if I put this here, I know I have ribbon. Let me see what I have in my black ribbons and fibers. Okay. Whoopsie. All right. So it looks like I have some eyelash yarn in here. Looks like I have some brown. I have some gold ribbon. Let's look at this and see if there's something that we like. I'll put that up in a moment. So I have a little piece of this ribbon here. I know it's gold and the other is silver, but maybe we could do something like that across there. I'm kind of looking at that. Hey, Sally, welcome. So glad to have you here. Well, I don't think I need another flip out on the cover. If it was on the inside, I think that would be good. But I think on the cover, I want to keep it relatively flat. And I'm trying to just add a little bit of something to the front of it. I don't think I have any silver that's wide like that ribbon. I see narrow silvers, but not a wide silver. Let's see what else I have here. I do have this silver. I believe Jennifer may have given this to me. It's a ribbon. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. So what if we did the silver and then did this over the top of it? Another thing I could do is put black behind this piece. I'm trying to decide if that's what I want to do. We could do like a little border. And then put this across. Okay, so now I think there's too much black. You like the silver? Okay, I kind of like the silver too. And let me see one more thing. Let's see what happens if I do it this way and then had that go across. I'm kind of liking having the border in the black, and I don't have to necessarily have it fill the whole thing, but I could have it be the same size as this piece and just mat that on top of the other. And then that'll give this really cool layered effect right there. So I think I've got an idea. All right. So I'm going to take this piece and cut it to be the same width. I know I did that with the ivory, but you know, we could change our mind. It's okay. The silver is good. Okay. You don't have to get dressed. I'm sure they're used to seeing all kinds of things come to the door. Just wear your pajamas. All right, so I got this piece, and my idea is if I take this piece off for a second, this is here, and this is the same width, but we'll have just a little bit of a gap here, and I'll put this ivory on top, then put the silver on top of that. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I need this to be a little bit smaller. I get enough room here on my desk. So this is currently 4 inches. So I need this to be about, is it 3 and, I think I want it about 3 and a half. So that should be right about there. That's the one thing I dislike about this cutter is it does not have a mark. Maybe I need to get a piece of, I know what I can do. I could get a piece of tape. And then I can put that piece of tape here. Because I know I can write on it. And then if I want my ruler, come over here. And I'm going to mark. I need a permanent marker. Hopefully this one works. Let's see if it gets a scrap. Okay, it works. All right, so I'm going to mark this at, there's 3 and a half right there. Of course, it marked, but it didn't mark. So this marker is no good. It's going in the trash. I wonder if this, I have a Sharpie felt tip pen. Let's see if this one works. Okay, so there is the 3 and a half mark. Can you see that? I'm going to take another piece of tape and put it on top of that mark to help protect it from getting rubbed off. There. So now I know I want this at 3 and a half inches. And I have a mark now. See there? And this piece is 5 3/4. So if I do 5 and a half, or do I want 5? Let me see if 5 and a half is enough. I think I need to take a little bit more off. So I'm going to go to 5 1/4. I think that'll look right. All right, so then this is in the middle. So when we put that down, push this up a little bit. And then I'll put the silver on top of that. Does that make sense? You live in your PJs? Don't dress up to answer the door. Well, a week ago, I was working in my house and I was going back and forth. I was moving boxes. I was opening boxes and getting rid of things and sorting things differently. And then I look up and there's somebody outside coming up to the house. And so I was like, well, that's how I am. I had my hair up. It was a mess. I still had my pajamas on because I was like, well, I'll go take a shower when I get done. That's what was my thinking because I didn't want to get my new clean clothes dirty. I figured my pajamas will get dirty. I can put those in the dirty clothes hamper and put on new clothes after I take a shower. So I went outside and greeted the people and said, I'm sorry I look like a mess because I was working in my house. Oh dear. All right. I didn't put any distress inks around the edges of the ivory piece here. So to keep that consistent, I think I'm going to do the same with this piece and just glue it in the center. Kind of position that. And then I think what I want to do is I want to get a piece of this. It has wire in it, and I really don't want to use my rotary cutter through the wire. So what I'm going to do is cut it a little bit bigger than necessary. And then I'm going to pull, see there's a wire in there. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to pull that wire out. I'll do the same over here. Okay. Now what I want to do is I'm going to kind of line this up on a grid here. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to, I think I'm going to start with, actually, I'm trying to decide, do I do it left or do it right? I'm going to start on this side. So maybe that'll help me better. Okay, so if I go here and smooch it over just a little bit. All right, so I'm just going to cut this straight with my rotary cutter. I can get a hold of it. All right, so that is even. And then I'm going to position this again to where we're right on. Because I think, do we want to do it with a border or edge to edge? Edge to edge on the ivory. I have just enough that I can do it all the way across, edge to edge. Now I'm wondering if I want to put some stamping. Because I could stamp across here. Okay, let's see. Typos. Don't be doing no typos. Ah, gotcha. All right. Let's see here. If I lay this here, I haven't glued this all down yet, and lay that there. Should I put some stamping across here and here? I have a few stickers left. 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't think there's enough to go on there, but I could stamp that in black. What do I want to do? Oh, I do have some washi tape here. I have this washi tape that we could put across there. Let's try this. Okay. I'm going to cut this piece and see. All right, I'm not going to put glue down just yet, but I am going to try to put this as close to the edge as possible. And if we did this on top, okay, I think I like that look. I think I like it with the washi tape across the top. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my glue stick. Make sure I got a little bit in there. Run it across here. And then I'll put down, I'm going to turn this around so I can see it better. Turn around every now and then. All right. Let's see. Let's go right here. Try to line it up best I can. All right. And then I'm going to cut this side. And then we're going to do this other edge. Are we passing around the crowns again today? All right, so now I'm going to take this piece and do the same thing. Just line it up with the edge and then cut it. All right. I think that was a good choice. So my bone folder is right here. And then if we take this piece and I'm just going to glue it right across the middle, I think that gives it a good look. All right, so we're going to use the Fabri-Tac glue to glue that down. Yeah, I don't know. These crowns are kind of silly. But I guess someone thought it was cute. All right, so I'm just kind of putting a little bead of this Fabri-Tac glue on the back side of this trim ribbon. I don't know what you call it. I just want to make sure that it doesn't lift up. And hopefully it doesn't catch on things. Thankfully it'll have that word journal right over the top of it, so in most parts it will help hold it down. No more fake money from Junkie Joe. Alright, so I'm going to try to line this up best I can. I'm just gently pressing it to kind of get that glue. Sometimes it transfers to my hand. I'm okay with that. I'll just wipe them off. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and trim this side off. I'll trim this one. Okay. Now, looky. All right, let's put this away. Let's put this away. Now, I got too many things on my desk now, so I need to put them away. Okay. Then this piece is going up here. This piece is going on top, and then this piece goes below. Okay, I think that was a good idea. I like it. Do you like it? I hope you like it. Oh, let me get more in camera view. See it? All right, let's get this centered. Just another distraction. All I'm going to use a little bit of the Fabri-Tac glue because I'm going to be gluing this over that ribbon that has lots of glitter. Okay, so this piece, I'm going to try to position. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. All right, so we're going to put this here and this right below. Now, before I glue that down, do we want to punch a hole and pull some ribbon through the front? Or I have, let me see what kind of ribbon I have. I have some black and white polka dot. That's just a wide black ribbon. Let's see how this looks. So if I were to position this underneath, but centered, then that's how it would come around, go around the back of the spine and tighten a knot. Another way is to punch a hole here. And I don't want to punch it way deep because of this piece unless I do it under. So I'm thinking of just wrapping this around the journal. So how I do that sometimes is I'll go ahead and take that ribbon and pull it around and get it positioned where I want. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. So if I come down to here and then tie a knot, I probably have the wrong end. I do. Okay. Tie a knot, then tie a bow. All right, so that's roughly at the 6-inch mark. So if I put this down and then this down on top of that ribbon, it helps keep the ribbon in place. Does that make sense? Oh, hey, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right, so I think that's be plenty long enough. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the ribbon. And let's put away the cutter. And I'll put the ribbon back. And I'll put this back as well. So I'll have it for next time. There we go. All right, let's put this up. All right, I've got a plan. Let's go ahead and glue it down. Now my nose itches. Who's talking about me? Yeah, I see. I have to think about it, Julie, because there's many a time that I have made a journal that I wanted to have the tie underneath whatever I made on the cover. So I try to think of that step early enough that I get it done. But I've done it too, where I didn't get it put in place. So then I had to think of a different way to put it down. All right, so I'm just kind of smoothing that out. And now I'm going to glue this one down. Go around. Okay. So now I've got the cover pretty much done. Once I glue this piece into place. All right, I think that looks really good. I've addressed my concerns of that blank area. I used something that would have been trash and put that on the cover of this. I think it turned out really cute. All right, so I'm going to undo the bow and let's go to the inside. Now last week I had these 6x6 cards that had the perfume on it. I have a different style that I can show you. Where are they? So this is called Origins Mini Arts, and it was the perfume bottle. And I was trying to figure out how to use that to make a pocket. what I did was I lined this up on my cutting mat, and I used a craft knife, and I cut a straight line using a ruler. And then I fussy cut around, and I added a piece of acetate behind it. Wow, pardon me. Sorry about that. I added a piece of acetate so that it would have a little bit of rigidity to hold it, and I could see what was in the pocket. And I glued it down, the acetate, to the piece all on these three sides and a little bit down the middle and across here. And then to make the pocket, I just went around those outside edges so you can see that it's a pocket. This is just an envelope I had. Just wanted to stick that back there for now. And I did the same thing on the back as well. So I went ahead and just fussy cut those. So y'all had said to fussy cut the other bottles, and I have done that. So now I'm going to move this over here out of the way. And I grabbed some papers trying to think, how do I want to turn this into a journal card of some kind? So I had a piece of scrap white paper, and then I had the cutout image. I haven't decided if I want to find, I've got a stamp that has a real fine background that I think would work on this one. And then on this one, I was trying to decide if what I wanted to do was matte this with the black. And then I have a pre-made card here that this could fit on the front. And again, I think I could do the same thing where I stamp in that background. You love the perfume? Thank you. The perfume bottles? Okay. Oh yeah, Naomi has a good idea for everyone. Get a cheap little photo album and write down all the little ideas. Have one page with cover and a section with closures, and put the tie underneath and actually put it on there to show how to do that. And look through it as you're making stuff. One thing that I wanted to, thank you, Margie, want to do, I've been thinking about here recently as I'm making things, is I've been wanting to make a journal that has all the ideas of how to make a layered journal card or how to make an altar paper clip, and I would put one on the page and then write out the information about how to make that thing. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. I have grand ideas, but they don't always come together, right? I'm gonna look at my stamps, see if I find the stamp that I'm thinking of. I know it's around here somewhere. Did I put it in my, did I put it up here? I don't see it. But I am gonna want that once I find the one that I want. Aha, found it. One of these days I'm going to get all my stamps organized. All right, so this is a Beeline Designs image, and I think it'll fit on my background, but I am going to need maybe a piece of paper here. So what I'm going to do is ink this up and stamp it. I may have to stand up. Move this over here for a moment. All right. March it across. The boo-boos, yeah, you can use the boo-boos ones. I don't make boo-boos, Naomi says. You can. You don't have a perfume atomizer stamp? Aw. But just a regular perfume bottle would work too. I know I have one that says Love Potion number 9, I think. All right, I don't know if I got enough ink on here. It's hard to do large stamps. So I'm going to pull the lid off here if I can. There we go. Because I feel like I have to hang on to the stamp pad and really press it onto my stamp, and the lid gets in the way sometimes. All right, I think I got that, and I'm going to turn this over. And now Hercules is up. Not a good thing. Maybe he'll just go get a drink of water. All right, now I'm just going to stand up and press. Okay, it's not a perfect print, but I think it looks pretty good to go like that. What do you think? Does that work? Especially since it didn't really do it really dark. Kind of matches, doesn't it? The swirls. All right, I think I want to do the same with this piece. So I'm going to ink this up again. Let's see if I have to. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing it that way. This is what I meant to do. Okay, so this piece, the stamp is huge, but it is not big enough to cover the whole piece. So let's see what happens if I turn this around where I can get a hold of it. I think I want to go like this. Maybe. No, I think I want to go this way. I think one way is bigger than the other. Okay. I think what I can do is make a black border. What are you doing, Hercules? Did you go get in the other room? Okay, it kind of did the same thing, but I think that's okay. What we could do, I was going to border that with black and put it on here. But what I could do is border this with black on this piece. Do I want to do it that way, or do I just want to cut it off? I think I'm going to cut it. Oh, you know what? I could use washi tape. Don't I have just a black? Well, this one has hearts. That's not as pretty. Oh, this one says with love all the way around it. I guess I could do that with love all the way around. All right. Let's see how this looks. If I can find the end. Hey, Constance, how are you? All right. Trying to find the end of the washi tape. There we go. I think that will look good. All right, let's do this. Let's put a little bit of glue. And then I'll lay that across. Got to get down onto it so I can see. Put this over here. Now, do I want the bottom to be right side up or upside down? And I'm thinking the sides, I would make them go this way. Where's the glitter? Where's glitter? Oh, I don't know where's the glitter. I don't know. She hasn't been here today. She would tell me to use glitter, wouldn't she? All right, so I'm going to put this down on the bottom. Now, do I want to go this way and this way? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So I'm going to put a little here. Turn this so I can see it. over just a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to flip this around and do this side. Hey, I used washi tape. Right side up. Okay, I did. I'm glad you told me that. All right, so now I'm going to trim off these edges of the washi tape. Da, da, da. Okay, so now when we put that down and then we put this, how does that look? I think that's what it needed. I think that's what it needed. You agree with that? I think this looks good. All right, let's glue this together. So I'm going to glue down the perfume bottle. I could, where did that go? Did I already put it up? I did. Oh, I was trying to decide if I wanted to wrap a little piece of that. Oh, here it is. This stuff. If I can find the end. So what if we were to wrap? Is that what we want to do? Do we want to just have that loose? Should I make a little bow? We're test driving it to see how this looks. And it may look better with just real ribbon instead of this fluffy nightmare stuff. Oh dear. It's hard to tie it in a bow. I can't even tie it. Eyelash yarn. Eyelash. Hey, Amanda, how are you? I can't get a hold of it today. There we go. There, like that. Now, give me the little loopy piece. And just when I think I got it, I've got fibers from someplace else. All right, let's do this one more time. I'm going to do it differently. There we go. Don't do it the same way, because then that's just insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You got to change something. Okay. Now, does that just look silly? Does that ruin it? I think it kind of ruins it. It kind of doesn't. Yeah, I don't like the bow. I don't think that's what we wanted. I guess I could do a little simple, but I don't think I want that either. Okay. You like the name Fluffy Nightmare? It is. Look at this. I've got it. It's everywhere. Ah, go away. Fluffy Nightmare. Okay, we're going to just glue this down without it. I tried. It did not work in this instance for me. I tried. All right. Now we'll glue this down. How to get crowned? Well, we're not real sure, but we think it's all about how long you've been watching and commenting during the live stream, and that YouTube then gives you these points to get a crown. Hey, Bonnie, welcome. All right, I think now I can put this. This is an ivory card, but I like the way that looks on the ivory. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Yeah, you got to dethrone Margie. Oh, dear. Okay. I've got lots of peoples here. I like it. All right, I'm going to put my stamp pad back together and put it away before I make a big mess. All right, that looks good. Let's wind this back up and put it away to the side here. Wind it up. All right, we did that one. So now we're over to this one. And I kind of think we should do the washi tape on this one like we did that one. I think that makes it a nice look. So I still got the washi tape out. Let's start putting it down. Let's put it down. Hey, Elijah. Is he up? I don't know if he was here. So hello to Elijah. Tube. Everybody calls it something, right? It has their own little name for YouTube. All right. I'm trying to get this where I can see what I'm doing. Give y'all a nice look at the top of my head, right? Oh, I'm sorry you have vertigo today, Bonnie. I hope you feel better soon. Praying for you to feel better. I had one of my former bosses. She has vertigo issues. And all of a sudden she'll just be walking along and everything goes wonky and she can get really sick and it's just not fun. So I feel for you. Just put down a little bit of glue stick because not all washi tape sticks perfectly when you put it down. All right, one more swipe of the glue. There we go. We got her done. All right, put this down. And then we gotta trim it. Trim it away. Okay. Been bad all day. Oh, so sorry. That's awful. No fun. Yeah, you be nice now, Margie. We don't want you to get a violation in the community standards here, young lady. Oh, I think I missed one. There. Okay, now let's put this. I see where I missed a spot, so I have a dauber that I can use with black. Let me see if this is it. Yep, there's my black. So I'm going to get a little black and go right over that edge. I probably should have done that with the other one too, but there. Now you can't see that I wasn't straight when I put the washi tape down. Makes you want to take a sick day and craft. Well, maybe you need a mental health day. Isn't that what they're calling it now? Okay, I think that looks cute, like that. So I'm going to glue this down. Put it right about there. And then this can go on here. So we got two different cards, a little bit different look, but the same at the same time, right? Oh, I just forgot what that's called all of a sudden. Vertigo. So there's a weird head movement that you can do that should help you with your vertigo. Well, I'm glad you're not throwing up. I may have to look that up in case I need to know. That's what I do. Somebody will say something and I'll be like, well, I wonder. And then I'll go sit down on the Google machine and type things in and go down the rabbit hole of going to websites, watching videos, reading blog posts, whatever it may be, and learn all about something. Okay, so there's cool, 2 cute cards. Yay! Okay, so let's go back to the journal. I think this card may be too big to go in this pocket, but yeah, it doesn't quite fit. But this one will fit. So do I want to put the same one in there or put it back here? I'm thinking I want to put somewhere else. Let's look. Let's see what I have. What are my options? We have a couple of spots. I know there's another pocket. Oh, here we are. I wonder if I were to put this as a pocket. You don't really see it very well, do you? This page I haven't completely designed, but what I could do is change my mind and make a clear pocket out of acetate so that you can see the card, the whole thing. What do you think? I don't know if I still have a piece here. Nope, let me go get another piece of acetate. Piece of acetate. All right, so here's my thought. I can cut strips of paper that can wrap around, and then this can slide into the pocket. Now, I could make it bigger, or I can make it to where it only comes up so far on the page. Maybe smaller. I did see a small piece of acetate. Let me see. This might work. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I will put paper on 3 sides that will then allow me to glue that down on the page, and then you'll be clear with that pocket. I like that. All right, so I need some paper, and I'm kind of thinking I'll just do black. I'm looking in my scrap bin. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it with cardstock. I might be able to see. 1, 2, 3. If I cut 1-inch strips, that might work. Let's try it. So first I'm going to trim this off over here. And then I'm going to cut some 1-inch strips. All right, if I take this and fold it lengthwise, come on. Like that. And then I take this and glue it on the sides and the bottom. Does that make sense? Oh, so sticky acetates, yeah. Mine aren't sticky, but yeah, I could see where you can definitely do some back-to-back pieces. Oh, thank you for the donations, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know that I need more pieces. I think that's enough. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the acetate, and I'm going to put it on the film. Just a little line of it. And then I'm going to lay this on it in the glue if I can get my hands to cooperate. Kind of press that out. And then I'm going to trim it. Find my scissors. And then I'm going to do the sides. So again, I'm going to put glue on the acetate. Then I'm going to take my strip and open that and put it right on this edge. I think I need to go this way though. There. I'm trying not to get glue everywhere. That's the key. You got to take your time and not let the glue ease out everywhere. Okay. One more side. Okay. Drop that into the glue. Okay. And then cut this off. I'm going to cut this at a little bit of an angle. And then I will cut these at an angle as well. Now, get my journal page where I want to put it. And it's going to go right here. So I just kind of fold the edges in. All right, you go right there. And then I'm going to put glue on the tabs. I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue this time because it's on the paper, going paper to paper. Okay. Then we'll lay this down right about here. And hold it. A clear pocket. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. A ruler you don't want to be. No crown for her. And then this is going to go like that. And so it's a clear pocket so you can see your journal card. I didn't want to get up this morning. I woke up because Hercules started stomping around and he was under the bed. I was like, uh-oh, what are you doing under there? All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so let's see. This is kind of the next page. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm looking to see how sometimes I lay things in here trying to figure out how I want to do it. Okay, let's do this. We're going to go over here. Oh, so this is my peacock image that, I'm going to go ahead and move this a little bit. Is one of my rubber stamps. So I was thinking of putting that up here just as a decoration. I guess I could glue it in such a way that it could be a tuck spot. So we can do that, I think. I went ahead and sat down for a few minutes this past week and stamped a few images on some white cardstock so that I could just fussy cut them out, and that's what I did. I fussy cut this, and I've got some dragonflies up here. I've used some of the butterflies where I've got them placed in the journal to be used. So I was thinking something like that. What else do I got here? Okay, I'm going to remove that paper clip because we know we're going there next. And I think if I were to put that up here, and this is a pocket, and we're going to put that one down here. Do I want to add, I thought I had another piece of craft colored paper right here, but I don't see one as big enough. Let's see if this one is. Nope, that's not big enough. I was just trying to see if there was something else I wanted to layer. Oh, I could do a piece of ivory behind that. I don't know. I don't want to cover up too much of the music. This is some things I do. I look at it. Peacock, imagine that, says the cat lady. There we go. Okay, so we put this down here. And I think I'm just going to glue this one down just as a decoration. And you'll have this journal card that you can put in the pocket here that has fruit and squiggly lines. That's interesting. It's one of those psychedelic patterns. I see a fish. Do you see the fish? What else do you see in there? Do you see kind of a butterfly image? I guess I need to set up my iPad or something over to the side so I can see what y'all are seeing on the live stream, because I don't get all of those features when I'm doing it on my computer because I close YouTube and use my streaming software. Okay, I like that. I don't think I need this anymore. Oh, this is interesting. It's just a journal card to add right there. And I'm going to flip this over. And this is another one of those calendar images. That's what this is, was a daily calendar. And then I found a rubber stamp, and the journey is never truly over. It just changes course. And then I thought this could be put down here. Now, do I want to make that a journal card? I can put white paper on the back side because it's black. Or I could make it a hidden pocket. I'm kind of thinking maybe another journal card, and I'll make a pocket that just kind of helps hold it into place. So let's get a piece of white paper. I've got a piece that was left over from the packaging of the little cards. So I think that's what I'll do, is I'll just glue that black on the white. Yeah. So I'm going to set this over here. And I'm going to glue this down and then I'll cut it out. Turn off the heart thing. I don't know the heart thing. If I can turn it off, I don't know how, but I can look into it. All right. This is a glossy paper. Ugh. Okay. Just kind of smoothing that out onto, it was just a text weight paper that I had. I don't know. I'll have to, like I said, I'll get my iPad out next time and see if there's some settings. I may be able to change something when it's not live on my channel, so I'll have to look. Okay, got that. So now I have white paper on the back so we can write upon this journal card. And then I have this little image that I can put on top. The others I did add some distress ink, so I'm going to go ahead and do that with this one as well. Okay, I'll have to look to see. Is it the hearts that just kind of float up real crazy like? I haven't talked to Robin this week. I need to send her a message because she usually lets me know if she needs to go somewhere, and she hasn't called me or texted me, so I need to send her a message and check on her. I know she's been working a lot. Okay. Now, I've got a strip here, and I'm going to make, let's see how wide it is first. It is 2.5 inches. So I'm going to cut 2.5 inches and 2.5 inches. I'm going to get my bone folder, and I'm going to position this 1/4 of an inch over. I'll go a little more. Let's see. I'm going to make it even with the edge here. Okay. I'm scoring this, and I'm going to rotate it and score again. Rotate and score again. Rotate. Come on, don't move on me. Okay, and then I'm going to put this on the cutting surface, corner to corner. Get that lightened up. Corner to corner. And now I've got these 2 triangles. I was thinking about making 4 corners, but I think 2 is enough. So now I'm going to take these edges and fold them in like so. And I'll use my scissors. I'll fold it in and cut that off. And this needs to be cut at a diagonal. Fold that in and cut that off. And what we're going to do is this is going to become a little pocket to hold my journal card on my page. So I got to repeat that with this one. Okay, thank you. Okay, it's a solid heart that you can make float, but then it goes back to solid and is in the way part of the chat for some. Okay. Let me try something on my computer. Let me see what happens. Hopefully I won't bog down our system. I've got my sound muted. I want to see if my YouTube will show me in my computer the option to change that. Okay. Live now. I see where I can edit the video. I'm waiting on the chat to pull up, and hopefully my computer won't bog down. Live now. Okay, let's see here. I don't see where I can turn that video. You're talking about, I'm waiting on the chat. This little heart here. My computer won't is that what you're talking about? What is this? Engage with the audience. Live now. Okay, I don't need that. That's to show support. Okay, let's see here. That's icons. Let's go here. I don't see where I can turn that video. You're talking about, I'm waiting on the chat. This little heart. I don't see a way. Is that what you're talking about? Oh wait, what is this? Reactions. The audience. Okay, I turned off reactions. See if that helps. I'm gonna close this now. Okay, I think I got it. Did I lose y'all? Okay, I've got 2 corners. Now I just need something to put on those corners, right? Oh, you know what? I have a couple of stickers here. So what if, is this one too big? If we did this on this side, and then I see, I don't know if that, the butterfly won't fit with the flower, so we'll just do a little flower in this corner. Yay, it's gone. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Only the people on the phones can see it. All right, well, it's gone now. Okay, let's move this over here. Yeah, I don't know about the crowns. Okay. Now I'm going to take this, and it's going to go here. I need to use my bone folder to really crease these down. So you really want to press that. Well, I told it to turn off, so I don't know. I'll have to mess with it and see if that's something I can permanently get rid of. All right, I think that's the top. So I want one to go here and one to go here. And I'm going to make it just a little bit loose. Oh. One day I used a piece of washi tape to help hold this in place where I wanted it, and that seemed to work. All right, so I'm going to, making a little tab. All right, put this on here, but I don't want it all the way in the corner. I just want it partially. And I'll put a piece of washi tape on there. Then I'm going to put this one, stay there, over here, but a little bit loose. It's not right up against the edge. There's a little bit of room. And I'm going to put this one right there. Now, very carefully, I'm doing this. So you get on your computer, right? Well, I did it on the computer. Well, maybe if I go, you're saying if I have to change it in the mobile settings too. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, I put a little bit of glue on the tabs. So now I'm going to get in the center of my page bottom and place that down. Kind of press that into place. Remove the washi tape. Stick that there in case I need it again. I'm going to go ahead and take my card out and then just press this really well, just in case. I don't want my card to accidentally get a little glue on it and then it won't come out. All right, I did not add any distress things to that one, so let's do that now. All right, so that was just a rubber stamp image. And I think what I'm going to do is this goes down here. And I'm going to kind of center that to the side. Just a little card that, I don't know, someone gave me a stack of things. And so I've been trying to find places where I could use it. So just using up some more stuff. Seeing I messed up the first time I stamped it. So I turned the paper over and I stamped it again. All right, I'm going to put that kind of in the center that way. Okay. There we go. So we have a card we can remove. Do I have it the wrong way? No. Okay. I'll just make sure. All right. That's good. So we did this side. And I guess we could, let's go ahead and just do the rest of this one. All right. So I didn't put anything on the inside of these. And I don't know if I'm going to leave this here, but this was an idea I had, which was to add maybe this on the page. I could even glue her down. It's some, I don't know who it is. It's just some random lady. That's what it says on the back. Nothing of importance. All right, so let's look at this side. I didn't do any stenciling or stamping on this one. So let's lay this out over here so we can decide what should go on the page. We've got this on the outside of it. I guess I could take that out for now so it doesn't flop around and get in the way. I have a couple of stamps laying around here that we can get out. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I'll stamp this outside edges. I've got the Henna Rose stamp out. I have this border stamp. That might look good if I did a border stamp all the way around. And then I have border stamps, so maybe that's what I should be looking at right now is the border stamps. So let's see. I know they're here somewhere. So here's the border stamps. Okay. Okay, I did. That's what I did. Is I told it to turn off reactions. So I did that on the live stream. It's opening up right now to give me the chat. I'm waiting on it to load. Come on, load. All right. And now it is off live on the stream. It's opening up right now to give me the chat. Yeah, I don't know if I can do, if I need to do it on my computer. So let's go. Come on, load. YouTube. All right. And now it is off.
I
did it on the computer and it's gone. I don't have reactions anymore as an on. It is not on. And I don't know if I can do, I need to do it on my computer. So let's go.
Come on, load.
My
videos.
All right. And now it is off. I did it on the computer and it's gone. I don't have reactions anymore as an on. It is not on. And I don't know if I can do, I need to do it on my computer. Why didn't it give me the link?
Come on, load.
My videos. All right. Let's go. And now it is off. I did it on the computer and it's gone. I don't have reactions anymore as an on. It is not on. And I don't know if I can do, I need to do it on my. Why didn't
this is good there. Go to link.
Load.
This took me a while to get there.
Let's go. And now it is off. I did it on the computer and it's gone. I don't have reactions.
So I had to turn the sound off.
Okay,
so if I go to settings here,
this is good there.
Chat filter, community moderation. That's all I see there.
I did it on the computer and it's gone. I don't have.
I see top turn the sound off. Okay, so if I go to settings here, are
this is good there.
Chat filter, community moderation.
Messages, all messages.
That's all I see there.
I did it on the computer and it's gone. I don't have.
I see top turn
I don't see a way where I can change it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so if I go to settings here, are
this is good there.
Chat filter, community.
All right, sorry. I forgot that I should have muted the YouTube video. All right. Well, that didn't work as planned. I tried. I think I'm going to go with this one. And what I'm going to do, I may need to stamp off a couple of times, so. Sorry, I tried. All right, so I'm just going to stamp this across the page. And I think I might go down the center as well, not just the outside edges. But let's see what happens. Let's see how this looks. I need to go right here. Go here. Okay. Now, should I also do down the center? Yeah, I might as well. Okay. I'm going to try to go on either side of the fold. It'll be easier if I do it this way. There. Yeah, that works better. And then we'll do this one. Oh dear, y'all. Yeah, I may have to do it before the live starts. I'll find out and I'll see if there's something I can do. All right, clean the stamp off. Put this away.
Okay, so this goes back in here. And now we have this in the center. I've got a little bit of some scuff marks, so I'm going to look for, I know I have black. I think that's it right there. Black. And get my black soot. And let's see if I can find a stencil I want to use right now. No, I don't want that one per se. Maybe one in here. Oh, this will work. I'm going to use the little daisies one because I can move it around and do just some of them. So there's a little spot right here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to line that up. See, that covered up the little boo-boo. So I'm going to come over here. And that covered up the other one. Go one more. There. And now I'm going to clean my hands off before I touch the white paper. That was one thing that was always a problem whenever I was making greeting cards and selling them, is I had to constantly keep my hands clean. I think I need to get a refill of my hand sanitizer because that's what takes off that permanent ink the best. Okay. Got my hands clean. Get rid of the stencil over here. And then this is going to go back in my journal here. I haven't put anything on the tops of the pages, but we could. Let's see what I have that we could use. Looks like I need to stamp some more of my sentiments. How about aspire to be amazing, and we'll put some black paper behind it, and collect beautiful moments. I think those will be good. All right, I'm going to put this back in my little pouch, maybe. Apparently it doesn't want to go back in the pouch. Cooperate now, pieces of paper. Okay. And I don't think this is big enough. No, it's too narrow. Too narrow. This one's a little bit bigger, but not much. Okay. Well, I know I have this one, so that will work. I knew if I kept searching, I would find what I needed. Of course, now, where are my scissors? They just walk off. It's the weirdest thing. Oh, dear. I know there are people out there that put strings on their scissor. I think there was one lady I saw, she actually put an air tag on hers so she could find them. Hey, Glitter, you here? Welcome. We missed you, lady. Okay, and then this one will go over there. I think that works. Let's glue this all together. And I think I have 3 little stickers left. So we may find a place for them here in just a moment. All right, so I'm going to put that right up here at the top. And then we'll glue this one together. I know, they wanted to make sure she could find her scissors. I'm like, okay. It only work if, does the air tag make noise? Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to find it. Alright, we'll put this up here. So I use a stamp and stencil to decorate that page a little bit. I am going to go ahead and fold this over. I think this is meant to go here, so I had this piece that I was thinking of making as a pocket and then just putting the photo behind it just to keep it relatively simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue down the pocket, and then y'all can let me know what is an air tag. If you have an Apple product, an iProduct, they have a way that you can program a little electronic device that looks like a little tag, and you can track things. All right, so I'm going to put that right here and glue that down. All right, I'm going to put this in the pocket. It looks like I have a little tear right here. I have a little scrap of paper. Let's see if that is too, that I can stick right over that edge, but not all the way. Kind of like a tab. Yeah, I'm going to do it as soon as I find my bone folder. I'm going to smush it. All right, and then I'm going to glue it on there, and that'll cover this little tear. So making sure that I'm not gluing the front to the back. Just pressing it with my fingers for a moment. I always lose stuff. And it'll be right here. I'll find it. It won't be visible for a while, but I'll find it. Okay, that works. And then this will go in the pocket. All right, this page is going to go here. And it is the center of the journal. I'm kind of thinking maybe if I turn this around, should I stamp a different pattern on this one, or should we do this pattern and you'll see it here, 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 and here, because I would do the same thing, or I could do a different pattern on this one. I do have some washi tape left. I've got this hearts washi tape that looks like there might be enough of this one, and I also have this flower one. Okay, I'm thinking the flower one because of the curly over here. I don't want to do the hearts. I think I want to do the flowers. Okay. And these are some rubber stamped images that I fussy cut out. So I'm just going to lay them on my desk here. And next I'm going to get the washi tape ready. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do is put it around the edges. Let's get the glue stick on the kitty cat bow. Don't lose the kitty cat. Yeah, you can put air tags just about anywhere, I think. I mean, it's pretty clever way of tracking things. that may have a tendency to walk away. Okay. Go ahead and cut this one. And I'll cut this one. I think it's easier to cut it from this side. Okay. So that's one side done. So I'll do this side. And then I'll do the top and the bottom. Hello? I think my husband might be home. Okay. It's funny, I spent some time this weekend working on this journal, putting things where I thought I wanted them. And here I am during the live doing some things that I hadn't thought of while I was playing around. All right, so I'm going to do the top and the bottom. Good intentions. But I think I'm doing pretty good. Doing some different things. Using washi tape. I always forget to use washi tape. So I'm glad to be able to use that today. I think Henry says hi. I don't know if he's in the other room. It's either that or somebody got into something and I heard a noise from the dog. Not a human. One more side, and then we'll decide if we want to do down the middle. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Just say, dear Lord, help me find this XYZ thing. All right, let's look at this. So that's what it would look like. I think we should go ahead and do this side as well. I think it needs it. It has to have it. It's a must-do thing. Okay. Put blue here. Get my end. Come on. Stick to that, not to me. All right, trying to get it lined up. Okay, I like that. Hey, Rhonda, welcome, lady. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so now I'm going to do this side. I may actually use up this washi tape, and we're getting down there. I may have to be creative and find other ways to use it up, right? One less thing in my stash. Okay, this here. Get this piece. Got one more to trim off. There. So now when we look at the journal, and we come to this page, we see the washi tape. I don't know what I want to put on here yet, so for now I'm going to flip this over. I had fussy cut a few things. I may move them around. And I thought this one would be good up here. And I've got this larger dragonfly I can put over here. Or I could put them opposites. I think we'll do that. Because this will be the center of the signature. And that way you've got writing up here and then you can write below. So I think that's what I want to do with that one, if I get it centered. The power of prayer, exactly. All right, just adding a little bit of glue. And we'll do this one. Okay, that looks pretty good. So let's go back this way. And we've got this page, which is going to have this card or picture. And then on this page, I had not decided completely what I wanted to do. So I'm going to look here. I have this card that I haven't found a spot for yet. Okay, those are going to go there. This is a piece of hard stock. It's wider than necessary. I could, let's see if this is 6 inches, then I could make this into a pocket there, and then maybe find another little piece of paper to kind of collage here. So I'm gonna, oh, I've got this. I was thinking about cutting a piece of this and just putting it in the background and then having this as the pocket. You know, this serves no purpose other than to be decorative. So I would just cut it in half or something and then put a piece of it down. I think that's pretty simple. And I've got this little postcard I found. Maybe I'll put that in here too. I don't want to cover her up. I'll save it. I'll save it. I'll save it. All right, so let's measure. This is right at 6 inches. So I'm going to come in just a smidge. Oh, wait, let's do this first. I'm going to cut it to be smaller. Okay. Then I'm going to cut off some of this excess. This was some craft colored paper that was from Canvas Corp brands. And I saw it and I thought, well, it's got the brown, it's got the black. Oh, well, good job. Glad you made it home. Amen. All right. Drink of water. Okay. I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to glue that down there. Yeah. Glue this together. And actually, this is a piece of cardstock, so I may create a pocket on top of the other. So I just glued around the edges. Stick this down. And then I'll glue this piece onto my page. Okay. Trying to make sure I'm not too far over into the fold. Okay. And then I think I'm just going to cut. I guess I could use the whole piece. Does it need the whole piece? If we put this behind it. Oh, I just realized what I did wrong. I needed to put tabs on these so that I can get that larger card inside. So I need a scrap of paper. And I'm going to cut some quick 1-inch strips. so I can use those on my pocket, because I forgot what I was doing. There's still a little bit of glue on here, so I'm just going to refresh it and then glue down a piece here. Okay, I'm going to glue a piece this way. And cut these. Go this way. Just got to get it loose below. And then trim that off. And then trim this corner and this corner. And we've got our pocket now. I need to fold the edges in. Fold the edges in. Make sure it doesn't glue down. Sometimes if the glue's still wet, you'll glue it down and then you won't be able to get your pocket to work. Just trimming off the excess. All right. So now I'm going to take this piece and add some glue and put it on the page. You like making pockets this way? They're not that hard. Just take a little time to come up with the idea. All right, there we go. So now I can put that in the pocket. And I just can't decide if I want to use this little piece or not. What I might do is I have one of these. What if I just glued that down and that covers up the book page and gives you some more writing space? I'm going to add a little bit of Distress Inks to it and glue that down. Okay. All right, so I'll kind of poke that into the pocket and then glue it down. I think that works. All right, so let's take this and we're going to add some glue. There. And then when you put this in the pocket, you see that behind, and it's kind of hidden writing space, right? All right, so over here, how much time I have? It's 5:40, so we're gonna get cooking through this part. So I have a piece of book page. I found a strip of paper that was already cut, so I think I'm just gonna glue that. What did I just draw? Oh, there's the washi tape. I may want that again. All right, so I'm going to glue this down on the page on the edge. I keep odd shaped pieces, I know. I'm trying to use it up. You like pockets? Oh, and decorating envelopes. Yeah, decorating envelopes can be a lot of fun too. And then I was playing around with some scraps, and I think if I take this black piece, I can glue it down and then glue the pocket on top of it, and it just kind of gives us a little bit of a background. Otherwise, if you don't have the pocket, the black, that's what it kind of looks like. So I think I want the black piece, and it makes me use another piece of paper. I just need to trim these to be a little bit shorter, or not as wide, however you want to say that. So I'm kind of lining this up where I think I want it to go. And then I'm going to trim off a little bit on this side. Yeah, I think right about there. There. Okay, so now I have these little pockets that I've made, and I'm going to put them kind of in the center. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to glue these completely down onto the music and book page foundation. Put that right about there. Oopsie, I got some glue. Okay, now let's do this one. All right, I think I'm going to work on this for another week. What do y'all think of that? I think this can go on another week. All right, so these pockets were made out of a gel print, and I just added paper to the back side to make pockets. So I'm going to glue that down on each of these little black squares. So it gives you a really fancy looking pocket because the pocket has been matted, framed, however you want to say that. Like it. And if you don't have black paper, get some black paint. Use a black ink pad and make black paper somehow. You can paint the edges, you can paint the whole thing. Lots of ways to do it. Yes, at least another week. Okay. All right. And then these will go in the pockets when they're dry. So I'm just going to lay it there. And we did that one already. Oh, so this page last week, I had glued everything down, but I didn't know what to put up here. And I found the word journal in craft. And since we have craft over here, I thought that might look kind of cool to have it on both sides. I haven't decided if I want to make 3 signatures. Currently, I have 2 signatures that each have 5 pages. And what I could do is make more pages and make 3 signatures. Maybe make the signatures all 5 pages, or I could make them 4 pages each. They're all different widths and depths because I wanted to have different things. So this would be like 1, and then here's the start of the second. And if you look, we could get away, because it's not too fluffy, with making a 3rd one. So let me know if you think I should squeeze in 5 more pages into this journal, or just go with what we have so far. So that was the first signature. For the most part, it's done. I may add some more touches to it if I find some more things that I want to add. Like, for example, I found this gold trim. This is kind of a border piece. Oh, that would look kind of cool going diagonally across there. I think that'll work. And I was like, well, where do I use this? How can I utilize this? So, well, if I don't put it on the table where I can see it, then I won't use it. And I think this is a sticker. So I'm going to see if I can peel the backer off of it. Okay, there it goes. Get rid of that. Sounds like another great Monday. You got to be here laying around all day. I think I would like 5 more pages in your new journal. I got you, Amanda Dawn. I got you. All right, I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the sticker because, again, these are old. I don't know how well that adhesive that's on the sticker will work. Okay, well, I think I could do that. I think I could come up with 5 more pages. I've got enough supply here. And I may mix up some of the pages I haven't completed yet into the new 5, if that makes sense. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I don't know, we need something up there maybe. I've got this butterfly, since we keep using butterflies, but I also have a dragonfly here. So I could put a dragonfly up there or a butterfly. It kind of gets lost down here. I guess if I had a piece of paper. I don't know. You know, it's one of those things you just kind of keep going back and forth. I'll think about what I want to put on this page. I have some more butterflies here. Another pocket here. See, and there's room to put something up there. I've got like this black piece, and maybe we can find something else to go on it, like this butterfly. I'm going to paper clip this and think about it, because it may come up with an idea that I make that to go on the page. Okay. Dragonfly. Go for it. Make it fluffy. Okay, I'll make it fluffy. Okay, so then we've got the peacock. And this was the first page here. Oh, I passed one. I passed one. This has got a big journal card here. Go in there. And then this is a big journal card here. And we could add more stuff onto that page if we wanted. I keep adjusting the pages to see if I can get them to fit good. Yeah, I think I could get away with 5 more pages. I think that's going to work. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's session. I'm going to stop for today. Oh, you got thunder that shook the whole house? I'm gonna call it quits for today, and next week we will continue on our journey, adding to this black and white journal. I think I may add the dragonfly. I don't know. I'm gonna put that right here. Maybe I'll put it on a piece of black on the page. I need to, there we go, get my little paper clips like that. It's just noise. It's just noise. Oh, I don't understand why advertisements sound has to be enough to blast you out of the room. Why don't they make it match what's on television? Because I'm really annoyed a lot of times whenever I'm watching something and then all of a sudden the ad pops up at the sound. It's like, seriously, why do you have to make it so loud? Okay, I think that looks pretty good there too. Okay. Oh, yeah. And then this one, I had started the pockets, and I had these butterflies that I think would look pretty good on the front of those pockets. I kind of like that look. on there. But this is what we've done so far. Let's pick a winner of the junk bucks. All right. Well, I got Naomi's the only one in there. Y'all enter the raffle real fast. And I'm going to come up with 5 more pages that I can use. Maybe another paper sack page. And then some more of the scrapbook papers. Yeah, I'll dig around, see what I can find. Aw, thank you so much, Margie. Aw, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. All right, we got Amanda and Bonnie chatting. Must forgot. Then Naomi gets it, right? All right, now we got Pipper. All right, winner is Bonnie. All right, Bonnie, go to currency. Click on Bonnie. And Bonnie. All right, Bonnie, you have a couple of accounts, so I don't know if I'm picking the right one, so I'm just going to pick the first one I see and give you 200 junk bucks. All right. Congratulations. All right, everybody. I'm going to get off here. We're going to continue on this journey of the black and white journal next week. I'm liking how this is coming together a little at a time. You know, we're adding things. Right one, so I'm just going to pick the first one I see. It's part of the experimentation and playing. You don't have to make an immediate decision. Congratulations. All right, everybody. I'm going to get off here. We're going to continue on this journey. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and definitely let me know in the comment section below what was your favorite part of this video so that I can share it with everybody else as well. New ideas. I just realized that the stupid video was playing on my computer. I closed that window, so I'm sorry if that was annoying. I'm just waiting on the correct computer screen. Y'all do something creative this week. Do something fun. Try something new. Grab a little piece of paper. Doodle on it. Stamp on it. Whatever you can. Just get out there and have some fun. And remember, others are going through so much right now. Please have them in your thoughts and prayers. Say kind words. It doesn't take a lot of effort to be kind to somebody else. Just being polite can be something that goes a long, long way. So I hope that you do that. All the Lindas again. Well, sorry about the echo. Y'all have an amazing week. Lots of love to each and every one of you. Thank you for your donations, for your time, your thumbs up, commenting in the videos. You always make my day that much brighter. Y'all take care. Bye, everybody.